This will hurt black representation. With the release of the Ironheart trailer and Marvel's early attempt to assure us that this isn't just another mantle swap.
The story of Ironheart is not a story about the mantle of Iron Man getting passed. If anything, it's the opposite.
Right.
People are seeing through the marketing, and they are fed up. Riri Williams, yet another character from the all-new, all-different Marvel era, has always had a troubled reception. Unlike Miles Morales, whose introduction in 2011 was met with curiosity and cautious optimism due to the alternate universe setting and solid early stories, Riri never really truly caught on. While some now rewrite history and claim Miles was always divisive, I disagree. His early arcs were well crafted. It wasn't until later writers took over the quality began to suffer. Riri, on the other hand, started off on the wrong foot. She was never really a good character. She was always the victim in every situation she was in. She never really truly took accountability for her actions, even though she put herself in those positions sometimes. Her origin story involves her wanting a teacher, a white female teacher, to tell her she couldn't achieve her goals, almost begging for a precedent so she can defy it. When the teacher refuses to discourage her, she pushes until she finally says, "You can't be Iron Man." That's what drives her. She then reverse engineers Stark tech and essentially steals the Iron Man suit. I mean, she just steals the Iron Man suit. There's just no essentially about this. She steals the Iron Man suit. Also to add to this, I completely forgot to add to this. She grows up on the south side of Chicago, of course, in the hood, because, there's no middle-class black people in America, ever. There's just absolutely no middle-class black people. And she loses her family to gun violence. Her stepfather, her father, her best friend, a bunch of people die because of gun violence. Which, okay, yes, very true. This is something that needs to be pointed out more and more. But we are pretending that this is the only place that gets gun violence. It's another stereotype which we need to start stepping away from. But if you talk about that or you explain about that, people will get mad at you about it, which it's crazy that this is the state of our entertainment when it comes to black culture. This is what I've been talking about on this channel for many moons. We are only ranked to be stereotypes and be ranked to only have stereotypical stories, and that's it. And this is what also made her story fall flat for a lot of people, because yes, while some people can relate to this, not everybody can get behind certain characters. And it's not because she's black, it's because it is a boring origin story that fell flat and forever has basically tainted her life, period. I also am going to link a link from Black Girl Nerds. Basically, they've also talked about this in an article blog thing they did themselves in 2017. So I really would recommend you read her little checkout here and kind of put your own pieces from there. Which leads me to saying that's not heroism. That's not an inspiring origin. In later comics and now Wakanda Forever have doubled down on her being arrogant, self-centered, and hard to root for. Now we have the Ironheart trailer, and it's more of the same. This character isn't presented as someone trying to save lives or do good. She wants to be iconic. That's troubling. The trailer highlights the same issue I constantly see in black media. The overuse of hip-hop beats, the urban setting, the chip-on-the-shoulder attitude, and the constant need to frame our culture in a very narrow, stereotypical way. I am tired of it. We deserve more than recycled images of oppression, pain, and surface level empowerment. Why is it that most media starring black characters focus on racism, struggle, or trying to prove we belong? Why can't we just exist in stories as scientists, adventurers, or complex heroes, without our skin color defining our entire arc? Criticism of this trailer is not inherently racist. It's valid. And while there are always going to be some bigots in any fandom, it's dishonest to dismiss all criticism as hate. That's lazy journalism, and it undermines actual conversation about storytelling and quality. This has been going on ever since 2016, and people have been catching on about it and calling it out, rightfully so. As a black cosplayer, I've received my fair share of hate. People have called me names, questioned my choices, and sent me nasty messages. But I laugh it off. It doesn't shake me. What bothers me is how the media uses people like me, fans who want to engage with these properties, as shields against any kind of honest feedback. Since 2016, there has been a massive push to add black characters in media. That's not a bad thing, but how it's been done is the issue. Forced diversity, unearned mantles, or writing characters only around their race isn't progress. It's tokenism. The Ironheart trailer feels like yet another step backwards, reinforcing the idea the only way we can be seen is through narrow urban lenses. Not all black kids grow up in the hood. Not all of us talk in slang. I mean, listen to how I sound and how I even dress. And seeing the youth of Black America being so confused and so scared to show their true identities because they talk a certain way or dress a certain way really does show me we have a problem in our community. And when the characters who speak proper English or have interests outside of black culture are made into jokes in these shows or comics or whatever, the Oreo or acting white punchlines, it hurts. It tells us we don't fit into even our own stories, that we don't belong even in our own culture. What does that say about black culture when they reject the people that they want to have in their culture? We need to tell richer, broader stories that reflect the full spectrum of the black experience, not just the stereotypes. Until we stop focusing on the shallow representation and start demanding the depth and nuance, projects like this will keep flopping. Not because the audience are racist, stop that. It's not an excuse anymore. This has been a constant, and it finally has reached its apex, with many projects with colored leads failing to do either the actor/director themselves any good. The fact that people knew what was before, or this mantle swap idea, this will never stop. And it has failed until people learn this will hurt black representation. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me on my other socials, you can follow me here, and here. I am the King of Dreamers on Instagram. You can also follow me on TikTok. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. We're at 1,000 subscribers. We're going to try to hit 2,000 before the end of this year. We're going to keep going and keep chugging. So thank you, true believers. I love you. Bye-bye.